Breaking: U.S. immigration officer fatally shoots woman during federal ICE operation in Minneapolis. Full story and reactions. On Wednesday, January 7, 2026, a dramatic and deeply controversial incident unfolded in South Minneapolis, Minnesota, when a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) officer shot and killed a 37-year-old woman during a federal immigration enforcement operation. The event has ignited public outcry, sparked protests, drawn national political commentary, and raised serious questions about law enforcement tactics, use of force, and federal-local relations. According to the Department of Homeland Security (DHS), the shooting occurred during a targeted ICE operation in Minneapolis, part of what federal officials described as the largest immigration enforcement effort ever undertaken in Minnesota, involving an estimated 2,000 federal agents deployed in the Twin Cities area. DHS spokeswoman Tricia McLaughlin said federal agents faced resistance as a group of people allegedly blocked ICE vehicles and that one woman weaponized her vehicle in an attempt to run over officers. In McLaughlin's account, an ICE officer, fearing for his life and the safety of others, fired defensive shots, killing the woman. However, local law enforcement provided a different description of events. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara said the woman was blocking the road on Portland Avenue when an officer approached on foot, and as the vehicle began moving, at least 2 shots were fired at close range. The SUV then crashed into parked cars. Local police attempted life-saving measures and transported the woman to Hennepin County Medical Center, where she was later pronounced dead. Local news outlets and community reporting identified the woman as Renee Nicole Good, a 37-year-old Minneapolis resident. Her family described her as a compassionate, caring individual who was not the target of any immigration investigation and allegedly was not actively participating in any violent protest at the time of the shooting. Authorities have not publicly confirmed whether she was directly involved in any protest or obstruction, though video and eyewitness accounts have circulated suggesting she may have been acting as a legal observer, someone present to record and monitor law enforcement activity. This incident has drawn sharp contradictions between federal and local narratives. Federal claim: ICE and DHS officials claim the officer shot the woman in self-defense. The vehicle was allegedly being used as a weapon to attack officers. Mayor Jacob Frey dismissed the federal narrative as garbage and explicitly rejected the self-defense claim after reviewing video footage of the shooting. Frey said ICE's presence was causing chaos and distrust in Minneapolis neighborhoods and demanded that ICE withdraw from the city immediately. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz urged calm but also expressed outrage and prepared the Minnesota National Guard to support public safety if needed. The shooting quickly drew hundreds of protesters to the scene, chanting slogans and expressing deep anger at federal law enforcement. Many demonstrators called for ICE to leave Minnesota entirely. Social media and crowd footage show emotional scenes, with residents and activists confronting federal agents. In some cases, federal forces reportedly used chemical irritants and crowd control measures to disperse demonstrators. Some videos circulating online, including from eyewitnesses, show the woman's vehicle backing away or attempting to turn, raising questions about whether she posed an imminent threat justifying deadly force. These recordings have become a focal point for critics of the federal account. President Donald Trump, who has aggressively pushed increased immigration enforcement, defended the ICE agent and attributed the violence to left-wing agitation, framing the shooting as a reaction to disorderly conduct. Members of Congress and civil rights leaders called for independent investigations and scrutiny of federal use of force policies. Some commentators described the event as part of a pattern of escalating federal enforcement operations across major U.S. cities, in which at least 5 deaths have been connected to immigration crackdowns in recent months. The FBI and the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension are reportedly coordinating investigations into the shooting. Local authorities, including the Hennepin County Attorney's Office, indicated any potential criminal charges against officers will be decided once thorough investigations are complete. Officials have promised transparency, though many community members continue to demand greater accountability and independent oversight.